Charlie, this is all going very well, and another good win today here in Taunton.
Yeah, definitely. It was a great win by the girls. Probably didn't make as many runs as we would have liked, but we put in a great bowling performance to get us over the line.
You say you didn't make as many runs as you like, 213. What do you put that down to?
I think in all honesty, the wicket just wasn't playing as nice as what we anticipated going into the game. So I think it was not a bad score in the end, but we probably would have liked maybe 230 to be a little bit more comfortable. But all in all, it was a good effort to scrap to that total.
Traditionally, this is a very big scoring ground, isn't it? It looked okay for the first 20 or overs or so, but it seemed in the second half of the innings anyway, the scoring rate went sort of down a bit, but the wickets went up.
Yeah, I think just when they brought their spinners on, they seemed to control us a little bit better, and I think the wicket kind of just got lower and slower as the day went on, which I think is probably why we couldn't continue scoring as freely.
64 from you, batting up the top of the order. So would you say you got slightly the better of the conditions when you were batting?
Yeah, I guess I would like to say that I got a few overs that were a little bit better, but I must say it was pretty challenging the whole way through the innings, so I'm glad I could hang around and try and get the team to somewhat of a total.
You've been pretty consistent with the bat again already this year.
I guess you could say that. I haven't been as successful as last year, which is a little bit disappointing, but I'm glad to have put in a few performances and get the team in good position so far.
Now, the Somerset run chase, they were losing wickets steadily there, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. I think we felt fairly comfortable up until the rain hit, and then they put us under a little bit of pressure after that little break. But thankfully, Gads and Bex came through with the two important wickets at the end there.
Yeah, you must have thought you had the game won, but Ellie Anderson and Sophie Luff, put on 69 for the ninth wicket. They threatened there, didn't they?
Yeah, definitely for sure. I think everyone was under the pump a little bit there for a couple overs. So definitely very glad that we managed to break that partnership and secure the win.
A couple of wickets for you as well.
Yeah, it's always nice to grab a few.
I mean, this team's going well. I mean, you were top of the league when you came here. You've extended that lead as well. It's been a good competition so far for Hampshire, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. The team's in a really good spot. They're competing very well. Everyone's putting their hand up each and every game. It's not sort of consistent players doing the job. Everyone's sharing the load around, which is nice and just shows that everyone's in a really good place.
And what about you? This is your second season here. Are you getting everything out of this stint in England that you hoped to?
Yeah, for sure. It's just playing more games of cricket, getting more games under my belt, which is the main purpose of coming over here. And it's a great competition, good standards, especially having all the England players playing. It makes every game a good challenge, and that's something that I am looking for to better my game.
Have you noticed that? Because when you played for the Vipers last year, England players were very scarce, weren't they? But it's very different this year. They're playing a lot of cricket. Have you noticed the difference in standard?
Yeah, for sure. It's obviously takes the competition to a whole nother level when you've got international players playing in the domestic competition. I think it's great for the game, and I'm very glad that they are playing.
Yeah. When I spoke to you pre-season, I didn't realise actually that you'd been called up into the Australian squad to go to New Zealand. I know you captained the unofficial test back in March, but you are very close now, aren't you, to breaking into that senior Australian side?
I mean, I'd like to think so, but you never really know. I guess all I can do is keep putting my best foot forward and hope that at some point I get the call up. But for now, I'll just keep playing these games, keep trying to get good performances in, and you never know what can happen.